guys, what's going on? F1iPon here, and welcome back to Pathfinder WOTR. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we had managed to... well, we managed to get the mongrels and do a few other things on the side, mainly clearing the Sicorian forests of any corruption that was dwelling. For this stream, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be aiming for the Murky Grotto and going into the Midnight Isle DLC, because that is going to get us the majority of the experience that we need to level up and grow stronger. But I digress. Without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens. So, yeah. This is going to be very interesting to see how far we get. I do believe this is the last thing that we need to theoretically do, but we can do certainly a lot more things here, but there's a few other things here and there that we gotta do, but first and foremost, I do believe we have a wedding to engage in, so that's another thing. So yeah, first we're gonna check our edicts just to see if there's anything that we need to do. I don't think there is, but it never hurts to check, after all. Let's see. We've already decided that we're gonna go about the letter of careless, so that isn't gonna change. How is our edicts currently? Diplomacy's at 4, leadership's at 4, logistics and military could be better, but, you know, it's getting there. So we will close that. We will go into recruitment. So far, our recruitment's perfectly fine. But yeah, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going into the Murky Grotto, but obviously we're going to be going to the Ashen Grotto first, so that way we can deal with what's in here, because I do believe that is a small encounter that we can do. After that, yeah, we go to the Murky Grotto, we get some nice little items, because there is some stuff there that we can get, and we'll go from there. But before we do, we are going to need to hit the F10 here, and we just need to bring Seelah here, I believe. Here we go. Add Seelah to our group. There we go. And to the wedding meadow we go. There we go. But I digress. Let's have some fun. Commander, Seelah, you are here. Alon is trying so desperately to hide his excitement. It's almost comical. Welcome. I'm a little confused. Where are the musicians, the crowd of drunken guests? The last wedding I went to, we got the priest drunk off his face. Oh please, don't try to do that here. You already had enough trouble. Kiana worships Desna. I Iomade. In the end, we invited a priestess of Abadar to conduct a ceremony so that no one would be offended. Congratulations. But where's the bride? Let me tell you everything. Before the official ceremony, all the guests are enjoying themselves at 2 venues. The one on the right has been organized by my houndhawks, the one on the left by Kiana's friends. Each venue has its own theme, but I won't tell you which is which. It'll be more fun to see for yourselves. Both venues have food and drink, and a little contest where you can win prizes. Kiana is greeting guests at her venue, and I'm leaving for mine now. I have a special role to play there. Enjoy, Commander. There's still time before the beginning of the ceremony. Seelah, thank you for coming too. Alright, well, time to have fun, I guess. We'll be getting a split of experience, but otherwise we should be fine. Before we do go any further, I am going to want to recover, though. At the very least, I want to get the restoration active. Mage armor we'll use just so we have it, but anything else isn't really going to be that big a deal, so we'll just mage armor it up, polymorph back into our, you know, Onko form, and we'll be good. This will allow us to move at full speed, put simply. And we've basically got two things here. We are going to save and stream 34. And what should I name this stream? Weddings and... Weddings in Midnight Isle Chaos. Why not? That sounds like a good name. A slender young woman in a flowing dress walks towards you. The first thing you notice is her eyes. They are striking blue-green. Welcome, travelers, to a secret-stepped land of Ustalav. You have come to the kingdom of grim mysteries and exquisite secrets. I, the vampire princess, am delighted to see you in my castle. After a pause, the girl smiles coyly. I'm glad to have finally met you, Commander. Seelah. I am Kiana, soon to be the wife of the unfortunate knight who invited you here. Seelah rolls her eyes. Horrible! Imagine walking through the world wound and then BAM! You're an Ustalav. I'm not even sure if a paladin is allowed to feast with a vampire princess. And it's lucky for you you're not a follower of Pharasma, valiant Seelah. Erson, the Dresden priestess of Abadar, is short distance away from the happy bride. Although I'll admit, I'm not used to feasting with the undead either. Oh, stop it. My friends and I are completely harmless vampires. We won't bite. Kiana laughs musically. Truth be told, we chose the theme of Ustalav because it lets us wear beautiful dresses, light candles, and drink red wine all evening, pretending that it's blood. I personally can't think of a better way to celebrate my wedding. Oh, vampire princess, I'm honored to be your guest. Welcome, guest. My castle may be humble, but I hope it will entertain you. For doing so, we get a bit of loot here. What do you think of the celebration? I prefer a church ceremony and more formal approach to the celebration, but there's a certain charm in how unpretentious everything is here. We priests who choose to make our home in savage and dangerous lands see a lot of things during our lifetime, including exotic weddings. We don't bat an eye to the celebration where the groom is wearing Fey Monarch costume and the bride is dressed as an evil vampire. I'll walk around a bit more. But yeah, we are met with a bundle of stuff here. Nothing too crazy though.
Something?
Looks like a dog's dream. Okay, we found a dog bone. And we are met with a chest and a trickery 28. Let's save here and let's see what we can do with this. The skeleton has a slight sheen to it. Judging by the texture, it's made out of marzipan. Or marzipan, rather. And that's one of the venues, no less. Here is the altar itself, as it were. The ring of the future husband and wife. The one bought by Kiana and the one given to Seelah by Ilan. Cool. Alright, there appears to be some sort of maze. Before we go any further, let's save, and let's go talk with the best man. Why not, right? A Fae steps in your path. You suppose he must be a Houndheart, but his knight armor is mixed with gaudy items. And there is a fake wings fastened to his back. Halt, travelers. You are stepping into the wonderful land, the charmed land, the most perfect land ever created by the gods, the first world. And I am its guard, the beautiful Fae Gate mistress. But before you enter, answer my question. What is the key that opens every gate? Tentacles. Will someone explain to me why every 10th Crusader in Mendev gives tentacles as their answer? Fine. We'll let this mystery remain a mystery. Now you may enter, and learn the mysteries of the past and fight for the treasure of our Fae ruler. The Fae points in the middle of the tent, where seated on the throne is none other than Milan. His head is crowned with fake horns, a green cape sweeps over his shoulders, and his torso is proudly bare. What is the Fae ruler's treasure? It's a priceless artifact which our monarch has owned since the dawn of time. It looks exactly like an ordinary broom, but don't be fooled into thinking we simply failed to find any good props. So, the artifacts. The monarch used it to own it, but then a treacherous predator, the most fearsome of any who's lived in the forests of the First World, sneaked into the treasury and stole it. This predator lives in a secret lair, which is conveniently located in this area. Everyone who makes it through the enchanted wilds of the First World and reaches the Beast's Lair will get a reward. Damn old-timer Seelah hasn't been playing games like this since her thieving days. But we've got to accept the challenge, Stein. Sure, we'll take part of the treasure hunt. Alright, now repeat the rules. You need to search our corner of the First World and find our amazing broom-shaped artifact. But you first need to answer a few riddles. You'll see. And come face to face with the dangerous predator. And then you'll get your reward. Riddle me this. I guess. I guess we'll see how things pan out. Oh, there is a bundle of color spray shenanigans. It's a good thing I'm good against, oh, difficulty 25, interesting. Ah, I'm being stunned. It's a good thing I'm, very resistant to most things. Hoorah. Alright, we're gonna save here, and let's go see this man to talk with him about, our reward. Yeah. We've been stunned again. Probably our worst weakness. Oh, hello, adventurer. You must be looking for the artifact that was stolen from the Wild Hunt Monarch. I am the beast who crept and snatched the artifact. I'm taking steps to prevent the stolen property from being returned to its rightful owner. Namely, I placed a true artifact among several fakes. You will never guess which one is the real one. The beast points at a few identical rooms. What will happen if I choose one of the fake artifacts? According to the rules, you're supposed to turn to stone if you take the wrong broom. I mean, artifact, but to be honest, I'm willing to help you out. I actually forgot which one I marked as the right one. Are you the Predator, the most formidable beast in the forest of the world's first worlds? Actually, I'm a lawyer from Nerosian and friend of Alon. The Predator makes a helpless gesture. But when they were giving out rules for the celebration, guess who was appointed a magical beast? They said I was the hairiest fellow in the party. It's alright. I have my own wedding coming up. I'll even score it then. So I can take the broom and go? There was supposed to be a battle with the Predator, but I'm not drunk enough for that yet, so just take any broom and go. Don't forget to give it to Alon. The Monarch will give you a reward for returning the artifacts. A probably fake Shika. You see a broad-shouldered dwarf woman wearing a hood. The outline of her form is constantly trembling and shifting. Probably because of some spell of some sort. Greetings, traveler. We are Shika the Many, the rulers of time piercing through all epochs. We know all the secrets of the past and the present. We can reveal your destiny through this fortune cookie. The woman points out the box beside her. Me. I want a cookie. Stein, can I have a cookie, please? There you go. Ivu crunches the cookie between her teeth, her eyes closing in sheer delight. Then her eyes pop open again. I lost control. I swallowed the fortune. What are we gonna do? Now I won't ever know my future. Oh, don't be sad, dragon child. We will tell you your future just like that. You will grow up to be a big dragon. Some prediction. I can do that too. In the future, I will eat a lot more cookies. Let's take a fortune cookie. The note says in the cookie, don't ignore the whispers of fate. Don't believe in the solitary life. There's always someone who can take their eyes off you. Don't ignore whispers of fate. If one door closes, another should open. Don't ignore the whisper of fate. If you can't do it, you can always start again from the beginning. You can't be the real Shika, right? The woman winks but says nothing. Thanks, I'll be going now. Probably fake. Probably. You never know. But given, so for those of you who do not know Shika, Shika is, part of the Kingmaker series, who is, plays a very prominent role. But, they play a minor role in this game, to my knowledge, but, yeah. Alon is trying very hard to maintain his aloof demeanor, but he can't help breaking into a smile after a few moments. Mortals, you have returned my artifact, and I shall reward you forthwith. We Fey monarchs are noble beings, not evil at all. Color me surprised, friend. I never thought I'd see our straight-laced Sir Lon come to his own wedding dressed up as a Fey princeling. I'm begging you, no jokes about the horns, please. I want to be remembered as the cuckold bridegroom. Alon sighs, but then starts smiling again. I don't know if you've ever fallen in love, Seelah. I don't remember you even talking about it. But when it happens, you are no longer who you once were. I suppose I didn't expect this myself either, but Kiana was so desperate to have an unusual wedding, I thought myself, if unusual is the goal, then I should do something I've never done before. Sometimes it's worth trying something new. Of course things are worth trying once, especially on a day like this. And now, if you please, I'd like to return to my role. Please, continue enjoying the festivities. For our reward, we basically got some experience. I do believe we got something else, but let me check just to be certain. We lost a priceless artifact, but... yeah. It's experience. Yeah, we got the reward of experience, I guess. I do believe that's everything, though. Is there anything else that I should be worried about? Not really. I think that's everything, yeah. Not much, to say the least, but, you know, for a little bit of experience, 5,000 to be exact, we're good. Alright, Arizona. I don't mind. Let's spend time before the ritual. Are you sure? I'm a boring companion, and there's plenty of entertaining activities around. I've seen enough of the entertainments. Your company is most welcome, Knight Commander. Why not? If I might have your attention, everyone. Before we get the important part of the ceremony, I want to welcome two very dear guests. This is the commander of the 5th Crusade, thanks to whose efforts the Sword of Valor flies proudly over Dresden. And Seelah, Paladin Iomade, the commander's companion, and someone I have the honor of calling a friend. Seelah, would you say a few words?
Hello, everyone. Hey, I need some advice. What should I say? Giving speeches really isn't my thing.
Tell jokes, or just say whatever nonsense comes to your head. Laughter is the best give you can give.
Oh, talk nonsense? I can do that. I'll do it the best way I know how. In the first hour of our acquaintance, I uttered words that made a great impression on Elan. I think it was because of these words that he realized I was the friend he had been looking for all his life. These were those very important words, and they shed light on what being a warrior of Iomade is all about. So, here goes. A simple warrior approaches a cave where a monster is hiding, and he sees a paladin running out of it. I didn't expect a perfect paladin to be a coward, says the warrior. The paladin turns to him and replies, I am a holy paladin, best of the best, bravest of the brave. I hold divine power in my hands, and with my sword, I wield the power to smite. I am immune to disease and fear, so if you see me running away from something, don't ask any questions. Just start running. That wasn't so hard. It turned out great, didn't it? This is what we're fighting for. Weddings, fun, and laughter.
Indeed, you're exactly right.
You know, I wanted you to come here with me so I could show you that our efforts aren't in vain. Not long ago, demons ruled over all of this area we're in, and they did all sorts of abominable things here. But now, Dresden stands as an indestructible fortress, and weddings are taking place here. It's all because of you. So, let's watch the ceremony and enjoy ourselves.
Airstone casts a solemn look over the gathered crowd. Her eyes are glistening, either from emotion or the vampire wine. Welcome, honored guests, to the wedding of Alon and Kiana. Today I'm delighted to play my part in the beginning of something so special. The beginnings of a new family. When something as strong as your love for one another is born from the chaos of life, all the other gods of order and triumph. Seelah was listening to the priestess with a broad smile on her face. Before we begin, the most important part of the ceremony, I ask that all guests put something in this cup that they think will serve as a newlywed's well in a new chapter. I've heard about this custom. It's called the Cup of Wishes. People put nice things symbolizing wishes. For example, a coin for wealth, a toy for a birth of a child, and so on. I'll put in a coin. Why not? May your family never know poverty. $1,000 is, yeah. The guests put their gifts in the cup one by one. A luxurious shimmering tiara, a flashy ring. Kiana's friend even takes the bejeweled collar from around her dog's neck and puts it into the cup. Oh, friends, but these gifts are too expensive. The keeper of Macabre Menagerie smiles to Kiana, showing her fake fangs. Don't even think about refusing. They come with the best of wishes. Let's look more closely at them. You sense magical auras emanating from the pieces of jewelry that have been tossed in the cup. But that is to be expected from the items that have been charmed to adjust the size to fit the wearer. You can discern nothing else. We need a load here, because it does matter about this knowledge check. So I'm actually going to polymorph back into my human form here to actually get the bonus +5 that we need. But yeah, no, if I go into here, let's see, I get a knowledge arcana boost. Let's see, we got competence bonus here, competence bonus here. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're getting much. Let's actually polymorph back, so that way I can wear the dragon. So we're gonna polymorph back here. Yep, that's gonna give us a +5. If we go into here, we can equip our dragon friend again. Here we go. Whoops. Swap that to there. Put back the amulet. There we go. Activate this. Let's save here. Because it is necessary that we do these skill checks, though. But other than that, we should be fine. I'm going to speed through this dialogue here real quick.
In the... you know...
Alright, we're throwing in 1,000 coins as planned. And Knowledge Arcana. We've got a higher check here now. Each piece of jewelry was innocuous enough on its own, but now that they've all been gathered together, your suspicion has been raised. Their magical auras are too strong. and vary to belong to mundane trinkets possessing only enough magic to adjust their size to the wearer. Seelah, the jewelry. There's something wrong with it. Is something wrong? Huh. Well, how about we figure it out once the ceremony's over? The gifts have been given. Let us praise the gods. In the name of Abadar, pronounce you husband and wife. You may exchange rings and join your lips in a kiss. Kiana! Kiana, my love, what's wrong? I can tell you. Yep.
They will break against our resolve.
Oh dear. Alright. Polymorph. Greater Shadow Demon's probably going to be a nuisance, but if we do that, that should be nice. Seelah, we just need you to move out of the way. Just stay out of the battle, period. There we go. We will handle the rest. Houndheart Knights are going to come in and do their thing. Ivu's down, but not dead, but, I mean, I digress. We'll be able to manage quite easily here. Everybody's, yeah, perishing here. Jeez. Alright. Intimidate the lot. 5-foot step this direction. Seelah, we just need you to move to the corner here. Rip Ivu, I guess. It's no big deal, though. I've kind of expected our animal companions to just perish, so whatever. Alright, let's start by targeting the Omox here, who is currently flat-footed. That's good. 5 foot here. We're going to deal with the Gibberleth, I suppose. Seelah is just going to do their own thing. Ow. Take some damage there, but it's fine. Okay. Poor Houndheart's having a bit of a rough time. Alright, this guy is immune, or currently not shaken. We're gonna 5 foot here, attack the distorted mythic sphere. There we go. Not sure why they're doing their thing, but whatever. We'll focus on the archer next. Whoops, I might have accidentally skipped my turn. No, I probably skipped Bismuth. That's my mistake. Whatever. Alright, Greater Shadow Demon is next on the list of the hits. Because last thing we want is to be hit by nasty effects from the Greater Shadow Demon, of all things. Nice try. Okay, still shaken, that's good. Not sure why these skiers are doing their thing, but whatever. Apparently they're trying to ruin Ivu's day, as they've decided that he's a ample target for whatever comes their way. Ow. This guy isn't ready for that's for sure. There we go. Alright. Intimidates. Move forward so that way we can target the Abyssal Hunter here. Yeah, that mythic skier is having a rough time. Alright. Maul the Abyssal Hunter here. Now we focus on you. Alright, Gibberleth is trying its thing. To no avail, as we just maul it. I have no idea why they keep attacking Ibu, but whatever. If this gets the job done, it's fine. Alright. Alright, let's intimidate as a standard. Study target is a move. 5 foot forward. Absolutely whiff, as I just go in for the combat. And, yep, there you go. He's forced to stand. Misses. And demolished. Done. Arisone leans over Curl's body, whispering the words of some prayer or spell. Then she looks up. Her eyes are full of terror. Commander, I must inform you. We've fallen victim to a demonic plot, but I don't understand. How? Why? Priestess, you need to focus. Do you know what happened here or not? Yes. Yes, I think so. You all know what possession is, yes? When a demon can take over the body of a mortal. Well, there's a more cunning version of the process, where the demon possesses a body. The poor victim's soul is transferred into a special vessel. A vessel for the soul. The item most commonly used for this purpose is a gemstone. All the jewelry is made by the same person. Darek Sunhammer, right? That I do not know. Well, I do. I can smell it. All this came from that same sewer. Did you say possession? So Curl was possessed by a demon that day, back at the Houndheart's camp. This young boy is alive, but his soul is gone. Arisone moves her hand from pointing at Curl to the gesture of the other people lying motionless around her. As are the souls of the other guests. Even the poor dogs. Their bodies have been possessed by demons for some time already, and their souls have been transferred into the jewelry. The demons behind the plot stole the cup, taking all the souls with them. Until the jewelry is found and destroyed, we have no hope of saving these poor people. The knight, who has been silent up until now, grows pale. But that means that Kiana, she... my love... Alon, I'm sorry, but we will... Oh, be quiet, Seelah. You're always so sorry, aren't you? If only you'd help instead of just apologizing for the fact. Where's your God's-given power now, I ask you? Madness grows in the knight's eyes. Kiana, my love, why did I bring you here? Everything's lost. Everything has perished. Everything is pointless. Alon, please, believe us, all is not lost. We'll find the souls of Kiana and others and save them. Alon lowers his head, but relaxes a little. The rage on his face dissolves into grief. Thank you for the words of support. Now, if you would, I need some time to come to terms with what has happened. Alon turns around and kneels at his bride's body. Seelah looks at her friend sadly. Things always go so well when I'm involved, don't they? Stein, we need to get back to Dresden right away. Look, the first ring that bewitched Curl and the second ring that hurt Kiana, they were both made by Darek Sunhammer. And the same thing has probably happened to the other guests. They all had his jewelry. We need to get to Dresden and search his shop. Might find some clues there. Arisone, what will you do? I need to check again to make sure that the bodies of the victims were injured. If we find their stolen souls, we can bring all these poor people back to life. And it would be good if they had healthy bodies to return to. As soon as I finish up here, I'll hurry to Dresden. I have magical means to get there quickly. Fine, let's go. But yeah, disaster strikes at a wedding. Not exactly the intended goal here, but, you know, that's just how things go in the world wound, it seems. A lot of people are suffering, to say the least. But regardless, that is the festivities for now. We'll have to hope that things get better as we go. Oh well, we will see. We are going to take Seelah out of our party. And we're gonna just march our way back to Dresden. Thankfully, I don't think I need to use any big prep here, so I can just enter in. I'm not gonna grab any restoration scrolls. Well, actually, no, I could grab some restoration scrolls, but... yeah. It doesn't really matter. It's not that big a concern. But the restoration certainly has been helping us, I must admit, so that's nice. I must admit, I miss being undead because it's helped a lot with actually sustaining yourself with without having to worry about fatigue or exhaustion. That's one of the few benefits of being undead. Everyone collapsed and then the demons appeared. Seelah is standing with her weapon drawn, her eyes ablaze. Have you seen the bodies in the streets? I bet anything this is done by our jeweler. Let's go to his shop quickly if you're ready. Yes, let us go. Hoorah. Ow. Damn it! Damn demons! Commander, Seelah, praise Abadar that you're alive. The usual dignified Arisode struggles to catch her breath after running, and she says nervously, clenching her hands. I've received news from the other temples of Abadar, most disturbing news. What we saw at Ellen Kiana's wedding has been happening across Mendev. People who brought Darek Sunhammer's jewelry have been dropping to the ground, lifeless, with demons emerging from their bodies. The damage is hard to measure. Demons appeared in hundreds of locations, and many of them immediately used the turmoil to commit atrocities. Killing, stealing, wanton destruction. Some were quickly dealt with. The cursed jewelry taken from them, and the imprisoned soul freed, but most of the demons fled, taking the jewelry containing the souls of their poor victims with them. Darek Sunhammer himself escaped too. The Inquisition of the Church of Iomade is searching for him, but they have no leads as of yet. The Church of Abadar is doing what they can. We've also suffered losses among both our congregation and our clergy. Such a devious plot, and how skillfully it was executed. As Aerosan speaks, Seelah's face grows more and more grim, and her hands clench anxiously around her weapon. I saw that scumbag right here. I even talked to him. Didn't suspect a thing. I often get a sickening feeling from traitors. Some of them are nasty pieces of work, the way they rip people off. I got that same feeling from him, but I didn't even think of looking closer. What will happen to the victims of the attack? Several large churches of Mendev have been taken victim into their care. The priests will keep their bodies alive and well, but unless the jewelry is found and their souls returned, all these efforts will be for naught. What did Sunhammer want to achieve by doing this, though? It's not clear, but he was the most famous jeweler in Mendev for several years now. He counted many influential personages or their relatives among his clients. Nobility, generals, priests, merchants. They, their children, or their loved ones, are now only lifeless bodies. Their souls stolen away and hidden who knows where. The possibilities for blackmail and sowing blind panic are limitless. I suppose the Inquisition of the Mendevian authorities will try to keep the situation under control, but it's still extremely dangerous. How did no one notice anything? Magic, Knight Commander, and a highly sophisticated magic at that. The jewelry items were well protected, and no one detected the demons hiding in them. We assumed that Darek Sunhammer not only made the jewelry, but also charmed the items. Must conclude that he is an incredibly powerful and skilled spellcaster. So all his jewelry came with a hidden surprise. Not all of it. The Inquisition combed through everything. Most of what was sold in Sunhammer's shops were perfectly ordinary. The demon jeweler was sold to a select few and always by Sunhammer directly, not through his golems. It is clear that he targeted his victims deliberately. I see. That's all I can tell you. I hope I've been helpful. If it's within your power, help track down Sunhammer and the stolen souls, Commander. This chaos must be stopped. Seelah sheathes her weapon angrily and sucks in a breath through her teeth. But then she seems to steady herself and look at you, her eyes bright. Well, what do you know? Looks like we got ourselves tangled up in some demonic conspiracy. I'm the one who gave a demon-ridden ring as a wedding present. If it weren't for me, poor Kiana wouldn't have been left without a soul. Seelah, you're such an idiot. Don't blame yourself. The entire Mendevian Inquisition failed to see Sunhammer for what he was. It's no surprise you didn't either. Well, I'm the companion of a living legend, aren't I? I'm supposed to be better. I'm supposed to sense evil and protect those who need protecting. Grim determination burns in Seelah's eyes. I can't leave it like this. If anyone has an obligation to find that low-life Sunhammer and return all the stolen souls, it's me. I'll do everything in my power to find him. Something tells me that the demon's collaborating scumbag is somewhere here in the world we meet. I'll seek help from every quarter. I'll interrogate and imprison demons and cultists. Whatever it takes to get the truth. Well, a grim result, but, you know, nothing too crazy. It's kind of expected at this point that we're, you know, dealing with something abnormal. But I digress. At least we're done with the fight. But yeah, that's Seelah's questline done for at least this act, I do believe. As for how far we go beyond that point, we'll have to see. We've already gone through the decision of careless. Let's see. Heart of Mystery is next on our list, I do believe. Go to the Heart of Mystery. I can save that for later. Identity of the half-elf madwoman. With the queen to arrive, yep. Head to this beautiful ridge, we've already done that. All this. Wayward, wait to see how things unfold. I think for the most part we've done everything that's of most pressing concern, but I do believe there's a few other things. Focus worm. Yep. Let's check out Ember. The people of the city seem to like your sermons. Alright, well, so far things seem to be doing well there. I'm not sure how things will pan for the future, but we'll see. I think that's everything here, as far as I'm aware. But before we do anything else, we are going to need to do the biggest thing. And that is going over to here, getting our scrolls in prep. And getting ready for the Murky Grotto, because we've got quite a bit to do. I could use the help of a cleric here. Let's go price in ascending order. We're going to go into our scroll lists here. Let's see, what do we want? I know for a fact we're going to need a few things here. Nothing too crazy, though. Let's see, remove fear. We're probably going to need more scrolls of those, I would imagine. Let's see, remove fear, remove fear. 10. I'm gonna get 10 of those, 5 of those. Let's see, what else? Breakable Heart. That's gonna give a morale bonus on saving throws against mind affecting. We don't need that just yet. Although, it would be a nice addition. We'll just get it because I like it. Why not? Alright, Wand to Bless. Nope. Align Weapon. We've already got Good. Don't need Law. Don't need Blessing of Luck and Resolve. Cat's Grace is useless. We can get some delay poison. Let's get 11 of those. Hideous Laughter, nope. Hold Person, nope. Don't need to remove Paralysis. Resists, let's see. 5. 5. 5. We're missing the fire, but that's fine. We can just get communal versions just to top us off. Let's see. Battering Blast is a nice ability if you're looking for anything spell-wise for force, anyways. Let's see. Protection from acid. Okay, so protections are going to be interesting. We'll get 1, 1, 1, and 1. There we go. We haven't got much in the way of fire, but considering that we actually got fire immunity, it's actually not that big a deal. So we'll be fine with just the everything except for fire. I keep forgetting that I have fire immunity, so I'm not that hard-pressed on getting fire resistances stuff. Okay. No to animate dead. Let's see, what else? Crushing Despair, yep, there's that. Death Wards, we're gonna need more of those. Get 10 of the, or 14 of those, rather. We're gonna get all the innovations, obviously, because that has actually helped us a lot in certain instances. Get 14 of those, so we get 20 Scrolls of Freedom movement. What else? Don't need those. Restoration, obviously, is going to be a good refresher here. $13 should be enough for now. Unholy Blight, nope. Nope to Magical Vestment Shields. Break Enchantment. Cast level 9. It's a D20 plus cast level, so 9. So D20 plus 9 against a DC of 11 plus caster level. This is only specific for enchantments, transmutations, and curses. Tempting, but not required. Disintegrate is tempting, but not required as well. I'll buy at least 6, so that way I've got it in bulk, because I can. Remove disease, scroll, or wands are not going to cut it. Person, nope. Mind blank. Let's see. We've got only 1 left. I'll buy 5 of them just so I have them. Right, Pearls of Power are a thing, aren't they? Let's go price in descending order. So yeah, Pearls of Power are going to be an interesting one. I'm not sure I need them right now, but it is an option available to us if we want to use it. I don't need it though, but yeah. Bulk sell that. Yep, now we got bells, we got shiny thingamabobs, edible thingamajigs. I guess we can sell these books here, because I don't really need them. These will reduce my weight a significant margin, I would imagine. I can sell the toy dragon. Orb that doesn't show the future. Reading card, sell this. Hard advice. It is a trophy, but I don't think I need the hard advice for anything, to my knowledge. I don't need chocolate. I'll sell that. That should be enough. Am I going to be ever using these? Not really, but I'll keep them anyways, because I like to. At the very least, we're reducing our weight. Let's sell everything in our inventory, because I completely forgot that we've been overburdened this whole time. Let's see. We're not going to be using this. Not going to be using this. This. Chainmail of camaraderie. Nah. Don't need the robes of transmutation. It's not like we're going to be using transmutation school spells to add into our combat. We're not using breastplates or this. We'll keep the alchemist shirt because it is something that can be used, I suppose. Don't need that. We're keeping a dagger. Don't need the earthbreaker. Shock composite can go. Keen. Radiant. Composites. Retriever claw can go. Most weapons can go, theoretically, here. Yeah, that can go. Frost Embrace can go. Second Chance, the Touch of Mercy, and Quarterstaff the War Mage. Actually, we'll keep the Quarterstaff, because that could be handy for any spell that we cast, so might as well. Fluffy Boots can go. Let's see, we want to keep the Hat the Heartening Song, because this will help with fast healing. Oh, it's... I mean, to be fair, we got an absurd fast healing anyway, so we don't need that anymore. Didn't use it in any aspect of things, but that's fine. Heavy Paws will keep. Big Game Gloves keep. We don't need a +2. Root Speaker Boots will keep. Amulet of Apothecary keep. Amulet Natural Armor can go. Righteous Crusader Ring. Only good for Smiters, so we don't need that. Sword Hands will keep. Cloak Resistance +3. No. Belt of Physical Flow can go. Phylactery is going to be a keep unless we get a greater one, in which case we'll sell that. Keep that cloak just in case. This is a keeper. +4s can go. Okay, +4 Cloak of Resistance. We don't need that. I'd rather get a +5 cloak at best. Even then, we're not going to be using it because we've got benefits already. Ravager of the Dead can be keeper. I'm not sure when I'm going to be using some of these, but I think the majority is going to be a keeper here. Yep. A lot of gold we've been given. And we're going to actually use a lot of it later on, but for now, we've got everything that we need. There is going to be a point where we're actually going to be using all this, but we'll need to go elsewhere for that. But I digress. Took a bit of effort, but we managed to deal with everything in earnest. Hello, Ivu. To the exit we go. Alright. So here's what we're gonna do. First, let's check our companions. Okay, so far things seem to be quite fine. Supplicant from Chili Creek. Oh. I guess we'll check out this, because I'm curious now. Let's see what Chili Creek has to offer to us before we go, because it's clear that something's going on there. But I don't think my plans are going to change, to be quite honest. I'm quite satisfied with just going there and doing our thing there, but I digress. Rambling aside, so many strange, terrible things are happening here. Merkel, a fisherman from the tiny, peaceful village of Chili Creek, enters the hall. I saw enough horrors on my way here to last a lifetime. But of course, I didn't show up empty-handed. The whole village took up a collection for the war efforts. Not much, mind you, but it's something. We're just doing our part, however small, to help you win the war. How are things in the village? Everything's been peaceful and quiet. I get wistful just thinking about it. Now I'm kicking myself for being such a fool. Why didn't I just stay at home? What was I thinking, dragging myself all the way here to the wilderness? But, you know, it's just not right. Sitting home quietly, hiding behind the heroes who risk their necks for us every day. So I decided to pay you a visit. How did you get here? By pure luck, I figure. You're surrounded by all this horror. The land is dead, the trees are all gnarled and twisted. There are monsters roaming around everywhere, ready to jump out at you at any moment. Thankfully, I ran into the Crusader Patrol that brought me here. If it wasn't for them, I would have ended in my trip in the teeth of some nasty beast, that's for sure. How is Junah doing? He's settling in, that's for sure. Almost one of us now. He heals the sick, fixes nets with the others. Before you know it, he'll be learning how to swim. Would you like to stay here with us? No, thank you. Hate to say it, but I'm no crusader. Fighting demons is not really my thing. I'll get some rest before I head out. Take a day or two to look around the fortress. It'll give me some stories to tell. Then I'll head home, to Chili Creek. I've already seen more on this trip than I've seen in a lifetime. Anyways, you better come back to see us. We'll be waiting. Thanks for the visit. Thank you for defending our peace and quiet. We've gathered up something else for your heroes, but I couldn't bring it with me. It's too heavy to carry. Come to our village, and you can pick it up yourselves, and pay a visit while you're at it. Always glad to see you. Well, I'll see you later. Good luck with all the fighting. But, yeah. Apparently, he's going to give us something more if we go to the village, so... It is worth noting that. Alright, let's get out of here. But, yeah. Apparently, you'll get a little bit more if you go over to the village. It's just incentive to go over there to get something extra, but I'm not going to go there just yet, as you know. I'll deal with the Murky Grotto first, then I'll go to the village. But, my focus obviously comes to the Ashen Grotto first, then to the Murky Grotto. How is the edicts going? Alright. Alright, that's one of the armies, not exactly who we're picking up. We're picking up these guys. March all the way over to here. There we go. Advanced Squadron B, you're rushing your way over to this side. Alright, Defense Squadron's doing its best here. Clerics of Caden Killian, right. There's those guys. I don't think we need any recruits. Nope. Alright. And I do believe we just need to upgrade. So, Lands of Yath Watch was my focus here, right? It still needs one more day before we can actually level anything up, but that's perfectly fine. I kind of predicted this was going to be the case. For now, though, we're entering the Ashen Grotto, and for good, well, not for good reason, but for a reason of just grinding. But I digress. Let us polymorph back here. Let us use the restoration here, because we are going to need it. We'll also use mage armor. Yeah, we need to go here, because it's easier. There we go. Alright, mage armor, and then we are actually going to go into our trinkets here. And we need to swap to the Swarmbane class, going off of memory. It's sadly something that is necessary. But it's to be expected, given the circumstances, so, Alright, let's get everybody here. These two are going to start marching up as planned. Here we go. And let's save here. But we do need to have our animal companions with us. Well, we don't need them close, but we do need that trinket on our hands. Because it does matter. Alright, these guys are suffering from disease. What? How dare you? Bada boom. We need to do this much, though, because, yeah, we're dealing with hill giants who are looking a little ill, I must admit. Oh, hello. Tick swarm. Exactly what I was concerned about. Yep, we take constitution damage from them. Yeah, so this is probably one of the more dangerous individuals here. And we're going to take some serious con damage because of this. That's not fun. Alright, we're going to polymorph back. As you can see, we took 10 ability damage. And this is why I need the restoration here in bulk. Because otherwise, we would be suffering constitution damage in bulk. But that's also why I equipped the Swarmbane clasp. Because we're going to be suffering a lot from these guys, to say the least. Yep. Okay, so these swarms, they move at 30 feet. I'm a little worried about the Ash Giant Wreckers, but honestly, they are secondary compared to the Tick Swarm that's gonna come our way. In fact, I might as well go as hard as reloading here, and going for a charge, and then comboing the biggins before I focus on the others here. Okay, we're gonna go for a charge on this giant wrecker here. This is gonna put us in a questionable spot, but we'll see. Alright, let's absolutely combo the Ash Giant Wreckers here. Miss. And yeah, Tick Swarm. Lovely. These are immune to critical hits, though, so... Let's do a single attack here. Move all the way out. The next best thing I can do, theoretically, is use AoE, but, yeah. Yeah, here comes another Tick Swarm here. Alright. Single attack. We are going to be provoking attacks by doing this, but that's fine. Although it does seem that I'm avoiding these attacks of opportunity for some reason. Ow! Well, we're doing something right, at least, so that's good. God, this is such an annoying attack here. There we go. We need to do it this way, though. It's important that we just go back and forward. Oh god, this guy's got a, Yeah, he's got a 50-50 to hit us. Okay, that's gonna be concerning. A little concerned about the spine breaker, but other than that, we should be fine. Let's see, the spine breaker has a lethal stance. He's not that hard to hit, is the thing. If I intimidate as a standard action, this will make it easier for us to avoid his attacks, at least. That is not what I wanted, but okay. Game's being bloody weird about it. Apparently, I just can't do that, which is weird. Oh, right. Okay, so given the circumstances, I'm gonna need to buff up a little bit more, or at the very least get a bigger AC going for us. So the issue is that I'm suffering negative energy, or I'm suffering ability damage. If I had Ice Body, that would be the immediate counter to this issue. But I don't have that luxury here. What else can I do here to make my life a little easier? Well, obviously, bark skin would be one of the solutions, but anything goes, really. I could reduce my size to increase my AC by 2, I believe. That is one such way. What else? Blur would have a 20% miss chance, so that's an option. Do I need Blur? I guess I will. We'll use Blur here. We're not dealing with a poison given to... Well, I guess it might be a poison. We'll use that just in case. You never know. Invisibility's not going to cut it. We've already got Blur on, so we don't need that. We don't have any sort of toughness that might prevent it, but I digress. And I guess I could start off with a Blade Barrier. It's a quite damaging ability, after all. And it would help against the swarms, to say the least. To my knowledge, it's an absurd line that we get to fight. I think it's this. There we go. Why not? We will equip this. And polymorph. Yeah, you're going to take damage, which is the intended target here. We want the tick swarms to chase us. Alright, Ivu, we want you to move here specifically. Turn this off. We're gonna move here, so that way the ticks are forced to chase after us. The Ash Giant Wrecker is gonna have a rough time. This guy is going to be probably not in the fight, actually, if I'm lucky. Ivu. Breath weapon. We are probably going to provoke an attack from one of them, but that's for sure going to be fine. I'm fine taking some ability damage here. It's to be expected. Oh, the spine breaker is here. Hopefully that's not going to ruin our day. Oh, there they go. Ow. We'll use the ice prison here. At least get the entangle. Run off. There we go. Yep, tick swarms are forced to chase after. Spinebreaker is going to be moving in. Thankfully, we can do our breath weapon shenanigans here and get some serious damage in. That's exactly what I'm aiming for here. There we go. Alright. This is probably going to provoke an attack from the Spinebreaker, but that's fine. Ow. Okay, I think a tsunami would be ideal here. Yeah, we'll use a tsunami here. We'll aim it just carefully so that way we just target the swarms and everything. There we go. I can't actually move over there, so... Move all the way over to here. Ow. We take some damage from Blade Barrier. Hopefully that's not going to be too impeding. Oh god. Oh, there goes Ivu. Alright, Ash Giant Wreckers are coming in. There you go. Alright, let's see. Are you guys gonna move in? You are. Good. Exactly what we prefer. Alright, Thraz the Spinebreaker is trying his best to resist us, but to no avail. We're gonna Dazzling Display here, 5-foot step. Forced him to walk through. And let them just take the barrage that is the pain here. Start with you. Gonna 5-foot back, because we don't want to go die from this. Hopefully we don't die from any attacks that they come in with. Thankfully it doesn't seem to be the case. Good. Start with you. Done. Okay, we're not dead, but Ivu did have to sacrifice themselves. But in doing so, we managed to get a bunch of nice items, such as the Nature's Colder. It is a +3 corrosive break club. Well, if we can just actually see what it is. We go into our items. It is a +3 corrosive break club that when you confirm a critical hit on or kill an enemy, enemies in a 15-foot area must pass a fortitude save or suffer 2d6 piercing damage, as little bugs are awakened and leave the Rotten Glade Club. Interesting. That is a very interesting club. It's an untyped amount of damage, but it is something. You do not want to be there, Bismuth. You are going to want to stay behind. Alright, but yeah, no. The annoying thing with Blade Barrier is that you're going to take damage if you go in through it, so definitely avoid it. But, you know, that's all I wanted to do in this area. I'm going to quickly put on my +2 amulet, and we'll go from there. We'll go back into Onco form as planned, and off we go. Back to the outside. Okay. We live with one less companion, but, I mean, to be fair, Aivu is a good distraction, so it's helped us a lot. Alright, we are now exhausted, but that's perfectly fine. We do want to enter the grotto here, for obvious reasons. And we'll go from there. I will polymorph back, because we are going to need to use the restoration here. And I will get buffed up soon, but for now, let's just take the time to look around. Oh, almost moved the screen a bit too far there. Fine. It appears that we are suffering from ash leprosy, though, which sucks. Let's see. Ash leprosy is a disease from the looks of it. Yep. Fortitude save, onset 1 minute. 1 due to con damage, 1 due to charisma drain. Okay, so if I don't cure this, it's going to be a pain. So, let's save here and get ready to cure. Shouldn't be too hard to cure it. I mean, just with a treat affliction, it should be good. Failed to dispel ash leprosy. It's a DC 30, or a 32 rather. So we need to roll an 18. God damn. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Ah well, we'll be fine. I'm used to these sorts of situations.
Our time has come.
We just need to rinse and repeat until we get success. Let's see. Rolled a poor roll. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to use heroism, so that's another thing that should be added on top of everything that I'm gonna be using. So yeah, let's use heroism here. Let's see. Wand of Heroism gets us a +2 to our rolls, so that should certainly help.
I will see this through.
That is a 30. We got closer. Still not close enough to actually heal it, but that's fine. We'll live.
Let
Okay.
us not hesitate.
As another roll. What is the roll needed anyways? We need a caster level check. Okay. I think it's like a skill check roll, isn't it? For the heal check? Something like that. Let's see. Alright, treat affliction. Let's see. We need to make a lore religion check. If your check exceeds the DC of the affliction is removed. Okay, so a cloak of lore religion That should boost our religion by 5.
I will not falter.
And this should help us a little bit.
I will see this through.
Alright, Stein. There we go. With a boost of 19, that should be enough. Alright, now for cloaks, we need to get back our Cloak of Fire Resist. There we go. +2 to resists and a immunity to fire. Always nice. There we go. Let's get going. Oh, we found a little bit of trinkets there. +1 flaming hand axe, a hide armor of +1, and we are given a cave. We're gonna have to explore that cave, but in a moment we will do that. But for now, let's explore what we can here. We find a body here. We get a amulet of natural armor +2 and a punching dagger of +1. Cool. Now for the big thing. The cave. Alright, here they are. Here they are. Let's first talk with the helmsman.
Step closer, treasure. Young, strong, and brave. Just who I need. Tell me, how would you like to get your hands on incredible riches?
A hunched creature wrapped up in a threadbare cloak is beckoning you with its long, crooked finger. Its quiet, hoarse voice is more akin to the creaking of rusty metal than normal speech. Who are you?
Call me the helmsman.
What kind of riches are you talking about?
Oh, the greatest treasure in the Midnight Isles. I know the way. I have a ship, but I am too old and frail to claim the treasure on my own.
Where is your expedition headed?
Straight into the abyss. Don't worry. I have no stake in this foolish invasion, this farcical war. The veil between the planes is thin in this place. That is why I came here in search of brave souls. Our voyage will take us to neutral waters, to the Midnight Isles, which lie in the ocean of Ishiar.
Deal. With a satisfied nod, the old man beckons you aboard the boat. Alright. We've now got our treasure hunter stash, we got the helmsman, we've got navigator. We're gonna step off the boat immediately for a moment, but we will be getting to the travel in a minute. But yeah, we're gonna quickly go back to Golarion, but we need to do something first before we go aboard the vessel. And that is talk with the chaplain that was right beside him. Come over here, Landwalker. The fat, pale-skinned creature is squinting with visible displeasure, shielding its bulging eyes from its webbed hand. It's so disgustingly bright even in this cave. Why don't you come with us on a voyage? I can sell you everything you need for the journey. You do want to come back, don't you? And yeah, this guy will basically sell you some nice gear. We're gonna go price in descending order, obviously. And we are given a number of items. Most of it appears to be mundane in nature, but there is some good things here. Obviously, we don't need the lockpicker kit +1 here, nor the +2, but we are going to buy the +3 from him, just to get the +3 to trickery if we ever need it. That is one of the few things we can get from him. Show me your potions and scrolls. This is the next best thing. Price in descending order. We can get a bunch of Simuldon spells. We can basically get 6th level and lower spells from this guy. Some are actually good, some are pretty mundane, but the most important is obviously the Stone Skin, if it wasn't already obvious. But we're going to go price in ascending order here. We're going to go into here. And yeah, you get Scrolls of Shield, you get Scrolls of Reduced Person. They basically give you everything you need for a journey. And I don't think I need to instate how powerful Shield is, so I'm going to grab all of those. So yeah, a bunch of Scrolls of Shield are going to help, like, defend you. You got Scrolls of Reduced Person, Scrolls of True Strike, you got Potions that involve some things here and there. Scrolls of Blur are always going to be handy. I'm gonna get 20 of them. We get Scrolls of Barkskin, I think, if I'm recalling information correctly. Is not what I am seeing here, so no, that's a mistake on my part. But Mirror Image is there. I could have come here sooner and gotten all these scrolls, but it's absolutely necessary that we get these. Let's get 20 of those. We don't need to resist fire, but, you know, it's there if we want it. Sense Vitals is there. We don't need those. Barkskin. I don't think I need to elaborate how powerful Barkskin is for us, so I'm grabbing a bunch of those. Let's see. Scrolls of Blink are there. Displacement is absolutely there. I'm grabbing 20 of those. Haste we shouldn't need because we've got a Wand of Haste. Yep, we got Wands of Haste. But, you know, we can buy some scrolls, so... I'll get 10 Scrolls of Haste. Don't need the communal version. Let's see. We need Stone Skin now. False Life Greater. Unironically a good spell. Stone Skin. Buy 3 of those. We get Potions of Displacement, Potions of Good Hope, Potions of Heroism, Magic Fang Greater. As you can see, there's a lot of plethoras of good stuff here that, you know, you just barely get. This is also one of the few areas that you can also get the Genie Kind spells, which basically acts as a quote-unquote polymorph for a few rounds. But instead of changing you into like an animal, you actually just get like bonuses to your damage, and you're still in your humanoid form basically. But it also gives you a bonus to paralysis, poison, sleep, and stunning, and you still keep your natural armor bonus to AC. So if you're looking for a Genie Kind spell, this is probably going to be your best bet here. There's other things such as, you know, actual polymorphs, Stone Skin communals. This guy's basically going to carry you up to 6th level spells, excluding... Yeah, no, just it's going to carry you up to 6th level spells. And of course you got Simildons, which are, you know, absolutely broken. So... I'm going to get 10 of those. Scroll of Shadow Shield. This deals negative energy damage, which is okay, I must admit. It's going to deal a d6 plus 9. If the attacker has spell resistance, it applies to this effect. When the attacker takes damage from this spell, you heal a number of hit points equal to 25% of the damage the spell dealt, which is nice. I'll grab 10 of those just to be safe. Everything else is pretty suboptimal, so yeah, there we go. I just want to get those purchased because, yeah.
Treasure.
Yeah, I just wanted to get those done before we wrapped up for the, actually the adventure, which is the core of what we're going to be doing today, and probably next stream. That's assuming I don't want to, that's assuming I don't change my mind and go for, Warhammer. Alright, I'm not going to go through the dialogues. You guys have seen through this in my, you've seen this in my Lich playthrough. I've gone through this in its entirety, so I'm not going to go through the details. Basically, well, I'm not going to go through the details, but I will give you a rough explanation. Basically, you're going to be traversing the Midnight Isles, which is a bunch of areas that will grant you a bunch of loot. They will, I do believe on the main campaign, it's a set path, but if you've seen my character creation light, I've actually been using it as a means to show you builds, as it were. Or at the very least, it's just a means for me to actually, you know, show you what is capable within builds, I do believe, for character creation light, but I digress. Let's begin our voyage. We are given a massive line of islands, and each of these are comprised of multiple encounters, if it wasn't already obvious enough. And we're going to be fighting through every single one alone. So yeah, we're going to have to brace for the worst here. And buff up accordingly. So yeah, you best be ready. As it seems, it doesn't appear that anything dangerous is here, so we're just going to buff up here first. And we'll go from there. We preferably want hour-long spells. We're not going to do minute-long ones, but I digress. We'll do what is most important here. So we got an hour buff. Let's see. We can use 10 minutes. I'm not going to do that. Neither that. Preferably, I'm going to go with hour-long buffs before I focus on anything else. Let's see. Delay poison, still got an hour on it, so we don't need to worry about that. Displacement's a minute a level, we don't need that. Or rather, mirror image is a minute a level. Protection from arrows. That is a good buff to have. 10 minutes level, so that's 30 minutes, so not the most ideal buff to be using in this instance. I guess we could. It's 30 minutes after all. I'll leave it alone. We are given bark skin, which is 10 minutes level, which is 30 minutes. So I guess, you know what? We'll use 30 minutes. We will use all our protections. There we go. See, invisibility also counts, since vitals does not. Bark skin. Nope, to displacement. What else? Magical Vestment Armor is an hour level for 5 hours. Might as well use that. There we go, that's gonna increase our AC a little bit further. Alright, protections are gonna be necessary here. They will last a lot longer, but it's still worth doing. We don't need to worry about fire because we are fire immune currently. Let's see, what else? We don't need reduced person currently, so we'll leave that alone. We should probably use False Life Greater. That's going to give us some temp HP. Always nice. Freedom of Movement is an hour, so we'll use that. As is Stone Skin, an hour, so we'll use that. Don't need that. That. We could use B-Shape, Symmeldon. I mean, using the Symmeldon form is probably for the best, to be quite honest. So I might as well use that, I do believe. Do we need True Sight? Not really. That's only going to last us 11 minutes, as, to be fair, Symmeldon Shape is going to last us 11 minutes anyways, so there is that. This will be a good indicator to when we need to polymorph back, or when it's going to polymorph us back, so there you go. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else that we need. Not that I can see. Nope. Alright. Even if we do lose our stats, it's perfectly fine. Alright. Let's do this. We don't even need to bring Bismuth along here for this. Alright, this is sure to be interesting, because we're dealing with level 13 outsiders here, huh? Okay, we're gonna focus on the Terry Dimmadand here. There we go. Ow. These guys are about to experience a lot of fear, that's for sure. Ow. Let's see. Deep Shadow Demons. Let's see. Let's turn this on. Let's see. You are exceptions against good and cold iron. Okay. Is our weapon... Yep, our weapons are considered good aligned, and they count as if they are cold iron. Supposedly, they're good in cold iron. We're gonna 5-foot step here. There we go. Ow. Here. That's a lot of attacks. Jesus. Taking some damage. It could be worse, though. I mean, I'm gonna manage regardless. Yeah, these guys are gonna stand no chance. Nice try with the mortuaries, though. Alright. We'll start with you. Alright, we're gonna 5-foot specifically there. Make it harder for them to hit us. Really, I should be targeting the Deep Shadow Demon, but I digress. Not sure why the Cultist Archer decided to come up close and personal, but whatever. Precision damage seems to be immune to Deep Shadow Demon, so I'm not too concerned. But yeah, no, definitely gonna need to prep here. Okay. Ow. Cultist Archer's doing his best to try and get in on us. Okay, we're gonna 5-foot here. There we go. Yeah, they're really trying to get that Phantasmal working. I'm just gonna have Bismuth take the L here and go down. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have Bismuth go down. That's the important part here. There you go. Didn't die, but that's fine. I'm not too hard-pressed on that. There we go. Target is flat-footed and blinded, so there's that. So that's nice. Alright. Combo the ever-living hell out of him. Move up. Shadow Demon managed to kill our Bismuth, but that's perfectly fine. It just saves us a whole lot of annoyance, to say the least. I'm gonna 5-foot step here and intimidate, making it way harder for them to actually hit us. Not with normal means anyways, I mean, but I digress. I'm doing it mainly so I can do this. And combo the ever-living hell out of the mortuaries. Oh, nope, the concealment has really ruined it, so there you go. Ow. Nice. We got rid of the illusions. He's going to try and do... Yep, he's going to do his mirror image shenanigans. The cultist archer is going to take damage from his fireballs, but other than that, we should be fine. I'm going to 5-foot step here, so that way if the cultist archer fires at us, we can damage him on top of that. Gonna 5-foot here. Yep, there you go. Force the archer to just basically swap to and from, but yeah. Okay, this guy is in a bit of a pickle, but honestly, we don't need to have him, yeah, we don't need to worry too much now. Let's gather everything and continue on. We've gotten everything that we wanted here. And yeah, so to give you an idea on the Midnight Isles, if you are not familiar with it, the Midnight Isles are basically comprised of many, many encounters. It is basically the random dungeon, similar to the prior one that was done in Kingmaker, actually. Because there is a variant form here. So this is basically their attempt to make a Midnight Isles version. It is still difficult as hell, I must admit. So it's not something for the faint of heart. However, if you're looking for combats and combat alone, and a lot of it, this is going to be your best friend, I assure you. Okay, if I cure myself of exhaustion, I do believe I'll be fine. I can only do that if I cast a spell, though, so that sucks. Let's actually polymorph back then. Yeah, I can't really reliably use the form that I'm looking at until I can't rely on the, yeah, we're gonna use... Yeah, we'll use this. This'll get us get rid of our fatigue and exhaustion, which is what we want. And I'll just polymorph into my face shape. It's fine. I much prefer my Onco form anyway, so it's fine. It gets the job done all the same. Alright. Oh, we're dealing with alchemists. Okay. Interesting. This is sure to be an intriguing situation. Okay, 5 foot back. Ow. Ow. Well, that's touch attacks for you, huh? Five foot here, there we go. Ow. Taking a lot of, cold damage, I believe it is, but we'll see, we'll see. We'll live. We're doing the sneak attack solely for the fact that it's just helping us, reduce their attack rolls anyway, so it's fine. I guess I'll target that guy as well, so that way he reduces his to hit anyways. Not that it really needs to be done. I'll focus on this guy, why not? At least as long as we deal with one of them, it's gonna be fine. So, we'll be good. But yeah, this is solely gonna be a combat stream from henceforth, I do believe. There might be, like, a few things that change here and there, but nothing too crazy. The Cambion Alchemists are going to try their best to try and get a hit in, but to no avail. But yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to deal with these guys, as far as I'm concerned. Just gotta whittle down these guys, and it shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, Cambion Alchemists are trying their best to get a hit in, but to no avail. Alright, 5 foot here. Ow. Oh, they're doing force bombs. Interesting. Okay, let's You know what? Let's move up to these guys. And, start attacking them. Yeah, if they're going to be throwing force bombs, we might as well get ready with combat here. I'd personally not rather like to... I'd rather not deal with their throwing antics, personally. That'd be worse. Given they are, you know, level 13 alchemists after all, right? Hey, there we go. You are not shaken now, but that's fine. We can use Dazzling Display here and 5 foot again. Oh, Alchemist is, yep, throwing their bombs. And they're throwing multiple, no less. Okay. Well, it's a good thing we've managed to deal with them before they become a problem. Intimidate. Study target. 5 foot. Ow. At least we fast heal more than they deal, so that's good. And unlike the Sarkonian area, we actually don't lose our flag's healing buff, which is really good for us. It just means that we're not going to be dying so quickly. Alright, now we can focus on these guys and not have to worry. Yeah, we're hitting with very ease of guarantee. Okay. Alright, 2 to 7. Perfectly fine. Yep, there we go. Nice. And we've actually blinded them, I do believe. Yep, they are suffering from blindness. Good. Alright. That's the enemies dealt with, though. We get 2,160 experience. But yeah, no, as you can see, we're getting some significant experience here, because each enemy here... Well, assuming we scroll up correctly. Yeah, no, we're getting 2,880 for dealing with the alchemists. But yeah, no, this is going to be how we're going to level up quickly, I do believe, in the game. So going through these first and foremost would probably have been a smarter idea in hindsight. But yeah, we can only access this DLC through the third part of the game. Or the third, well, words. We'd only get so far with this, basically. But I digress. Alright, what are you going to do? You're going to go over there. Okay. We are going to intentionally back up here. And wait for you. So that way you're forced to chase after us. Okay. These guys are going to start doing their thing. I'm waiting. Alright, let's just bait them across. Come on, you guys. Chase after us. Come on. I know you want to chase after us. Alright. Deal with you. There we go. Oh god, that Minotaur axe thrower is going to be a nuisance, that's for sure. Jeez. Alright, Terry Demodand. Chase after us. Exactly what I want. Thank you. Get these guys encouraged to chase after us. Yeah, they're trying their best to get closer, as intended. Alright, let's attack the Demodand. 8 attacks. Huh. I guess that Smite Good was against us, I guess. Oh well. Perfectly fine. Minotaur is trying its absolute best to get us in a, compromising position, but to no avail. Dazzling display here, 5 foot. Ow. They're really trying, huh? I guess it's just these two that are going to be fighting us, huh? Well, that's good. 5 foot back. Yep, they're in a position that they're not going to have a good time. Alright. What are they going to do? This guy is going to march over. Okay. And we wait. And yeah, they can't really do anything, so... Yeah, we've done quite well, I'd say. Alright, let's go over here. And let's engage. Alright, let's do some running here. Let's move over to here. Force them in a position where they have to chase after us, as intended. They'll probably get 1 attack off, maybe. Yep, 1 attack off. Alright, we're gonna move all the way over to here. And then we are going to do a attack on the Minotaur Axe Thrower here. Okay. Yep, they're doing their thing to try and get at us. All we do is intimidate here, make it all the easier to attack them. Yep, nice. We'll then focus on the Minotaur next. Well, first let's full attack the Minotaur here. There we go. Then we move up. Alright, let's combo the archer here. Move up. And what are you gonna do? You are currently shaken, that's good. Gonna 5 foot here. Done. That was easy. And it appears that we're going to be finding a lot of loot here and there, so that's nice. Well, as long as we have a high roll on all of our skill checks, we'll be fine, for the most part. For our loot here, we've managed to get ourselves a keen rapier for our troubles. There is more than meets the eye around here, obviously, but, that is the benefits of just running this solo. Well, among many other things, but I digress. There is stuff there that we can investigate. I will explore that in a bit. For now. Oh, we failed to disarm the trap. Huh. Oh, we just rolled poorly. Okay. Well, as long as it's just that, then we should be fine. There we go. Okay, so... yeah, we go over to here and see what we find. We are using the Amulet of Agile Fist +2, as I predicted, but it never hurts to check just to make sure. Okay, we are given a +2 Mithril Chain Shirt and a Quiver of Cold Iron Ammunition. Just in case you didn't pick up the memo and that you need to use that, but I digress. Let's go. Alright, this door is going to lead us to more danger, but that's to be expected. Let's do this. Alright, before we go any further, let's disarm this. Oh, I got dispelled. That's a load. Good thing I saved. But unlike the actual dungeon, the actual dungeon in the Midnight Isle DLC, this is a bit different in where, yeah. It's predetermined loot. It's a predetermined dungeon, to my knowledge. The loot is basically going to always be the same. Well, that's fine. Because everything we do here is going to get us a ton of experience, so that's going to scale us up quite nicely. Alright, let's charge the half-fiend here. Oh, we are met with a conjurer. Oh, that's going to be a pain in the butt. That's for sure. Alright, 5 foot here. Combo the ever-living hell out of the Guardian. There you go. Conjurer is trying to get into a position where he can run. Ow! And I got confused. Lovely. That's not good. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. Gotta love the confusion. Oh god. Ow. I've been brought into Last Stand. We gotta reload. That's not good. Succubi, succubi. Probably the most tedious enemy to deal with. But, understandable. Understandable. Why? Alright, well, in that case, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna activate Mind Blank just to increase our DC against mind-affecting effects, which is to be expected. Alright. Otherwise, nothing really changes here. We want to just combo the ever-living hell out the Guardian here. Whoops, I did not mean to do that, so we're going to reload. God damn. Okay. What managed is just a matter of time, more than anything. What I could do, actually, is I could use Mind Blank and then... Yeah, let's use Beast Shape here. Why not? This will give us even more attacks on top of everything. Why not? YOLO. Alright, 5 foot back. There we go. Thankfully we resist, I do believe. Let's 5 foot step here. Oh, Crushing Despair. Alright, let's 5 foot step. Apparently, the succubus managed to resist, which is impressive. Deep Slumber. Yeah, no, the succubus is really doing a number on us for nasty little effects here and there. That's gonna be annoying. Never mind the dire wolves that have decided to hound us. But we'll be fine. 5 foot back. Succubus is going to try and get some attacks in on us, but thankfully we're going to be fine. I do believe. Ow! I've been knocked prone. Great. There we go. Well, the dire wolves are going to be annoying if they manage to get crits on us, which is going to be a nuisance no matter what, but you know how it be. Alright, well. Alright, 5 foot here. Succubus is failing to hit us. Oh, God. I hate summoner. I hate conjurers. They're annoying. Especially for a solo run. You have to deal with them is the unfortunate bit, because otherwise they're just gonna keep surrounding you. And I think the last thing you want to deal with is be dealing with a cluster of tripping wolves. That's for certain. We'll intimidate here and then focus on everything else. There we go. And I can only move back here, so that sucks. But hey, we intimidated the succubus, which is the core thing here. So, we'll make this work. Starting by focusing on the succubus, who seems to be the biggest issue here. Alright, succubus. You are in an annoying position, but that's fine. Let's see. Shaken for 6 seconds. Probably for the best that we deal with you. Alright, thankfully we can 5-foot step this direction, so that's good. Alright, good. We are just dealing with a mass amount of summons. And the only way we can really deal with this mass amount is to go at the Conjurer's throat. Which I guess is the easier target, but eh. Focus on the succubus, then we'll go for everything else. Alright, now we're gonna move for the Cultist Conjurer to deal with the entirety of those summons. Okay. We cannot go through these summons, so we need to deal with them first. Alright, we're moving up to focus on the Conjurer here. Alright, we're almost there. Dude's gonna be invisible, but that doesn't really affect us, because we are kind of, yeah, we can just do this. There we go. He's not having a good time as he realizes, oh no. I can be seen. Regardless. If we deal with him, it's over. Not the worst enemy to be dealing with, but it's still annoying. As you can imagine. But hey, at least we dealt with him in the end. It's not a big deal. The only thing we gotta really worry about is crushing despair, but even then, that's like, meh. Could be way worse, to be fair. But yeah, no, this is just basically a brawl in all sense of the words. We've got constant fights that we gotta overcome, essentially. And we keep doing that until we reach the end of the barrage here, essentially. Which is not too bad, but it's the end fight that I'm worried about more than anything. Among the many other fights that we have to undergo. And whether it's possible is hard to say. We managed to get a light crossbow of +1. Oh, we got assassins, apparently. We will go invisible here. Alright, well, we don't want to deal with the Minotaur, so... Oh, well, rip. Whatever. The assassin comes first. Ow. And another conjurer. 2 conjurers, even. Oh, boy. Five foot here. Yep, here comes the Conjurers of Direwolves, oh god. Here we go. Ow! A 152 damage crits. Like, good golly god. At least we got fast healing, otherwise this would not be possible. But still, it doesn't change the fact this is pain. Focus on the Guardian here. There we go. That'll be enough. Get these guys forced to chasing after us a little bit, and we won't be moving any further than this. Okay. move this way. Apprentice Assassin goes down. Or at least the assassin itself goes down. So the apprentice is going to have a rough time, period. And now we just gotta hope that we're gonna be fine. Yeah, you take some damage. We'll manage. And now we just gotta deal with the summoners, essentially, and then we're good. Which is gonna be a chore and a half, I would imagine. Alright, we're gonna 5-foot step this direction here. We're gonna have to intimidate here, I feel. Otherwise, we're not gonna get the kills that we want here. But other than that, we should be fine. We won't be moving anytime soon, I know that for a fact, though. So, let's just brace for that inevitability. At least, hopefully with this, with the Intimidate that we've got, we should be able to bypass most everything here. Yeah, so we'll be moving back more than anything. We'll do Dazzling Display here. This will move us back into the corner, but not by much. It'll be enough to at least help clear out the enemy, which is going to be spammed in our face here. Okay. Ow. Yeah, that's a lot of summons doing their thing. Jesus. Alright. Absolutely combo everything. Move this way. It's a slow but necessary process to clear out the enemy, but hey, we're healing, so that's good. We should be fully healthy by the time we're done here, so it's fine. I kind of predicted that these results would be nasty, so no matter what, we'll be fine. I mean, hey, we're healing every turn, so that's good. We're healing, what, 15 HP every turn, so that's good. Alright, let's move here. Alright, these conjurers are trying their absolute best to stop us from going forward. They're gonna run out of spells eventually. And thanks to our sustain, we're just gonna live, I do believe. So we'll be fine. Definitely gonna need that DR, though. Alright, Direwolf goes down. Alright, to here. Yeah. Slowly pushing forward. Slowly pushing forward. Yeah, they're not gonna have a fun time once I actually break through. Okay, so I can actually go to them. It will provoke a lot of attacks, but considering... Yeah, we actually ignore certain attacks like that, so that's good. That means we can actually go to these guys and deal with them straightforward. Or just deal with them directly. So that's going to be nice. As long as we avoid the trips, we are going to be golden. So that'll be nice. Yeah, there's going to be a guaranteed chain of hits, I would imagine, but... we seem to be lasting for now. Alright. Let's deal with the Conjurer here. Alright, that's one of the two dealt with. And now all we gotta deal with is this one. And he's gonna have a rough time. But yeah, no, by dealing with one, we've actually gotten half the enemies to deal with. And this guy's gonna go down immediately, and there you go. So as long as we deal with the Conjurers, it's basically easy mode, but it's still tedious. I'm just glad I have the, you know, HP regen to actually cope with it. That's sort of why I went Azata. It's because of that soul, you know, fast healing ability. If not for that, we'd be in a worse spot. There is, you know, other means that we can go about getting fast healing, but it takes a lot of effort to get the Salamander buff. But, I digress. Alright. Through the door here. And let's see, so far we've done quite well in our exploration. I do believe this is the last tidbit that we gotta go through. That's assuming that this is even a fight. I do believe this is a fight no matter what, though. Yep, we're dealing with Cambion clerics and a Minotaur. Lovely. Let's go for the charge here and go from there. Oh, lovely. Warlord, Axe Thrower, and Guardian. Alright, let's combo the ever-living hell out of them. There we go. Cambion clerics with fire damage. Or hellfire damage should be specifically, I should be saying. Alright, Minotaur Warlord is going to be a nasty little foe, but, you know, we'll manage. 5-foot step here. Oh, he's using something on us. Vine Trap. Failed to get a land on, though. Oh, Minotaur failed to land a hit there. Good. He is shaken, so we can combo the ever-living hell out of him. There we go. Vine Trap attempted. Failed again. Ow. Alright, 5-foot here. Alright, we need to charge this guy here. He is not that bad of a foe. We'll just do this. There we go. Okay, waves of... Oh. That's a spell. Waves of Ecstasy. Well, you've only made my fight with that guy easier. Cambion Cleric's gonna do poison here, apparently. But he's not gonna have a chance to cast it. There you go. And, of course, Solon, the Jailer's Scourge. Saphon, rather. He is currently shaken. He is not gonna live. For our troubles, we get a nice little heavy crossbow called the Evercold. It is it's a weapon that shoots 2 bolts instead of 1. But yeah, no, in doing the you know, journey here, you're actually going to get a lot of experience, and you're also going to get a lot of good items. The Evercold is one such good item. Whenever this +1 heavy crossbow makes its first attack during a round, it shoots 2 bolts instead. If both bolts hit the target must make a Fortitude save, or take an additional 2d6 cold damage, and become staggered for a round. Pretty good, if you think about it. This is a great control weapon, especially if you got a high to hit with weapons like that. Crossbow builds are unironically actually really amazing if you know what you're doing. Of course, you won't benefit too much from the dexterity to damage, but if you're using deadly aim and a few other things, you can actually compensate for the loss in damage that you get from using a bow by just simply debuffing the enemy instead. Which is one of the few benefits of going that route instead. But I digress. We are given... we are going to continue our voyage, and we're just going to keep going. It's going to take some time, but overall, shouldn't be that big a problem here. We're going to save here. And the further we go on our journey, the more experience we're going to get. So there will be a time when the dude will say that, hey, we've had enough voyage, you'll have to delay it, but yeah. He'll kick you off the boat by the time you're done, like, the first area, I would imagine, but I digress. I think you go through, like, 4 areas every single time, and then you're basically done. Or at least then you're kicked off the boat, and then you go from there. But in the meantime, you're given a lot of stuff, to say the least, as you can imagine. It appears... Oh, Aquatic Elemental Undertow. You've confined elemental pillars here with... Creatures within a 30-foot range of the pillar gain fire resistance 5. Periodically, whirlpools with a radius of 10 feet appear in random spots on the island, dealing a d6 of bludgeoning damage and a d6 of cold damage to all creatures caught in them. So as long as we avoid the whirlpools, we're basically good. It does appear that we are dealing with skeletons this run here, so let's get ready for that. Shouldn't be too hard as far as I'm concerned. Just do a quick charge here, and we're basically good. Yeah, so the only worry is necromancy, but, you know... My god, that's high defense, jeez. Impressive. I can only imagine the other enemies that are here. Yeah. A Necromancer is not a fun foe to fight, so we'll focus on him, I guess. Well, actually, no. We should be fine. The only thing we gotta worry about is, you know, them causing a ruckus here and getting full attacks in, but honestly, not the worst enemy fighting, to be quite honest. Let's focus on the... Yeah, let's focus on the treasure hunter here. There we go. Or rather, the necromancer, rather. Deal with him first. That'll be fine. Oh, even more. Impressive. But, we'll be able to take him out quite easily here. Yep. The only issue is, I think there's only one issue, and that is that we won't be able to sneak attack here. Meaning, our damage is not going to be the most optimal here. But that's fine. We'll live. Skeletons are probably the easiest foes to fight at this point, I would imagine. Alright, we can't full attack you, but we can certainly full attack the champion guard here. Alright, there we go. Alright, we'll do this. Yeah, you're forced to chase after us a little bit. There you go. We'll full attack here. 5 foot, and then of course we aim for the archer here. Ow. At least we're fast healing fast enough that it's not going to be an issue. Nice. Still not blinded, but that's fine. It's one of the few things that we can use to bypass the defense of the undead, which is to be expected. There we go. Now it's just the archer here, and we will be easily able to deal with them. Bada boom. Okay, we're gonna save here. And yeah, for each one that we kill, we're getting around 700 experience. Not the most, but you know, it's something, to be fair. They're relatively easy, to be fair, so it makes sense why we wouldn't be getting so much there. Okay, we're gonna drop some of the heavy stuff. It mainly just appears to be heavy armors that are, you know, weighing us down, but that's to be expected. I mean, we are talking about, like, full-blown shields here, after all, right? Alright, but that door is basically closed there. We need to go through this one, because that seems to be the only way forward. Alright, let's save here. Continue on. Boop. Alright, invisibility. Well, not that we're gonna get it, but, there you go. Alright, we got Deep Shadow Demon Brutes and Champions Archers. Okay, so I'm not too worried about the Demon Brutes, personally, but I do want to deal with the Sharpshooters, so I'm gonna focus on them first. Deal with the Sharpshooters, then we can minimize the amount of multiple attacks that we're going to be suffering from, I would imagine. Ow. Okay, 5 foot here. We're going to take a multiple attack most likely, but that's fine. Oh, right. Demon Shadow Brutes actually work off touch, don't they? Ah, well. The archers are more concerning to me. To my knowledge, as far as I'm aware, anyways. Okay. Okay, we're gonna 5 foot here. There we go. And we're just gonna slowly lure these guys across. We'll intimidate here. Move this way. Alright, focus on the deep shadow brute. Or deep shadow here. There we go. Gonna 5 foot here. Alright, this guy's blind, I do believe. Yep, he is blind. Intimidate. 5 foot here. Yep, the mist concealment is coming in clutch. We're gonna attack this guy now. There we go. He's not blinded, but he's certainly weakened. That's the intended goal here. As long as this guy's blind, that's all I really care about, because if I can blind these guys, it's going to be way easier to deal with. Yeah, there you go. We're going to 5 foot into here. Dude's dazzled, but not blinded, I do believe. Yep, dazzled. We'll make sure the stacks on this thing are working. So there you go. 5 foot back. Ow. Alright. Intimidated. Ow. 7. Okay. I mean, they're not taking too much, so we should be fine. We are going to need to increase our intimidate, though, I feel. Because otherwise, this is just not going to work. Okay, another dazzle. Impressive. Okay. Well, as long as we get the crits, we'll be fine. That's all I care about. Hey, we managed to get study target, and this guy is now blind. That's good. So now that they are blind, it's going to be easier to target them, and they're going to be flat-footed to all our attacks, so that's good. That is the main reason why I wanted to focus so heavily on that. But I digress. Alright, there we go. And with them, it's pretty simple to just kite them around and we're good. This should be the last barrage. Boom. Barely did any damage, but we managed to get the job done all the same, so there you go. We'll take the composite longbows, but we'll leave the armor temporarily. We are definitely going to come back for it, but for now, we shouldn't need to. It'll be fine if we leave it alone, as far as I'm aware. That is. Let's save here. Keep going. Well, once the game loads, that is. Alright, we are given Cambion Bards, Terry Dimidads, Marauders specifically. Let's just go for... We should probably go for the Bard, to be quite honest. Ah, well. I've already decided. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, they try and hit us, but to no avail. Apprentice Assassin's coming in. Let's just focus on the full attack here. 5 foot here to focus on the Cambion. Oh, they're doing shouts. Interesting. Ow. Alright, let's intimidate the Lots. 5 foot here, so that way we're next to the Bard. So that way it's much harder for him to attack us. Yep. You provoke an attack from us. That's fine. Ow. combo the bar to oblivion. 5 foot back. Alright, Apprentice Assassin is now blind, which is interesting. Alright, let's see. We're gonna focus on... Yeah, you're flat-footed. You are... not. But that's fine. Okay, 5 foot here. And we're gonna aim for the Cambion Bard next, most likely. We will have to rush out of their range, though. That's fine. If it means we can combo the Bard here, that's perfectly fine. Haha. This will make it so their attacks are more minimized, which is necessary in most cases. Alright, 5 foot there. There we go. Intimidate here. There we go. So that way they're shaken a little bit. It will reduce their attacks by some, but because we had to do that, it does make us more shaken, but that's fine. But yeah, no, it goes to show that we still got a ways to go in defense-wise. So that's going to be fun. Alright, let's polymorph here. Alright, attack you. Done. Grab those. Okay, more traps. Let's save here and disarm them as we go. As you know, we should be fine. Needless to say, this is going to be a tedious endeavor, but alas, hopefully we'll be able to speed through this. 270 experience, not bad. Probably get way more, but, you know, I digress. The traps are meant to be easy, I do believe, but that's fine. Oh, we can grab loot here. Potion of neutralized poison. Cool. Good thing we have delay poison, otherwise this would be a problem. Anything here? Nope. Alright, so far so good. We will save here and we'll keep going. Yeah, the loads are starting to get longer, it seems. A little concerned about that, but it could be worse, to be fair. Ah, well. Ah, lovely, a golem. Just what I want. Right. So, golems. Golems are not fun, as you can imagine. Can't exactly intimidate this, but, yeah, there's something. Alright, there's something. Probably one of the most dangerous things that we're going to be fighting in here for a while, but, you know, considering we're, you know, dealing with everybody with relative ease here, we're actually doing quite well, I'd say. Despite all the negatives that we're suffering from. Okay, we're going to 5 foot step here. The golem is going to be a pain in the neck, but, you know, we'll manage. Golem is obviously going to be coming first, because definitely high HP, probably high to hit, no less. Yeah, absurdly high 8 to hit. Thankfully, it's got a low AC, otherwise this would be a complete hogwash. Alright. Okay, thankfully we're avoiding most hits. There we go. 5 foot further. Gotta keep to that defense here. I'll just be glad that the golem's not hitting us as often as I predicted. Yeah, they're missing, thankfully, so that's good. Thorny Despair isn't being a best friend, though, to be quite honest, but that's fine. Alright. We're aiming to go back into the room. That's the intended target here. I'm praying that we'll move fast enough to get there. Yeah, Thorny Despair shenanigans. Okay, 5 foot back here. There we go. Taking some hits, but honestly, it's not that bad a deal. We'll manage. Ow. Okay, the golem wasn't as bad as I predicted, but it's still nasty. Okay, and now it's just the skeletons. And honestly, they're going to be the easier the targets, to be quite honest. Golem got 28 or 2.8k for the golem. Alright. Yeah, we can't exactly intimidate these guys, so it just comes down to whether I hit or not. Ow. At least we got fast healing to cover most of the attacks that are coming our way, so that's good. Alright, we're gonna 5 foot here, force them to chase after us. And that's exactly what we wanted. We want them to chase after us so that they're close enough for us to just combo from here. We are intentionally moving closer here. This is going to provoke more attacks from the greater skeleton champion, but that's fine. If it means we can attack these guys more, that's perfectly fine. You know what? Let's back up a bit here. Why not? So that way we can actually move around this champion. Or try to, anyways. Oh, now we can move forward. Perfect. Good. Now we have enough room to start just pushing forward here. Well, at least our HP is healing up enough to compensate for whatever potential pain we would be suffering from. We'll move up forward a little bit further, just to make it a little bit more annoying for them. Oh, nice. You managed to get the sneak attack, but to no avail. Alright, 5 foot here. Alright, let's focus on the skeletal champion now, because I can. 5 foot here. There we go. Move here. There we go. And all it takes is just one barrage left from the skeletal champion, and then I can just move in and, yeah, I can just focus on you. There we go. Alright, all that's left is you then. And that should be an easy clear. There you go. I'm gonna leave the armor here, but I will be grabbing it once I leave, though. For the sake of, you know, loot. But other than that, we should be fine. I'm just glad we actually dealt with the golem, to be quite honest. That's the biggest hurdle that we had to go over, but I digress. We'll live. Alright, for our troubles, we get a nice little amulet of agile fists. Nothing too crazy, but it's still something there, I suppose. Alright, here's another secret here. If you roll a high enough perception, that is. +2 half-plate is always nice. Save here. And let's investigate as we do. We are given a keen scimitar for our troubles. Nothing too amazing, but it's still something to grab. Every little bit is appreciative. Oh, we've got a fiendish tick swarm. And this is why you gotta be very careful with where you go, because you never know. Never know. But hey, that's why we got the material necessary to counter it, so that's good. We will save here. And we are going to make a charge attack against that swarm, I guess. Yep, we'll do a charge here to surprise it. Not that it really needs to be charged at, but, you know, might as well, right? There we go. We can full attack it, but I don't think that's the wise choice. Let's see. Disease Swarm. Con damage. Cling. Yeah, we should probably deal with it carefully here, so... What I'm gonna do is, instead of full attacking, I'm going to single attack, and then move out of the room. Force them to chase after us. We have a higher movement speed, so that is gonna help us a lot here. We're just going to circle around. Provoke them to try and attack us, but to no avail. And we're just going to play it safe here. We'll move here. There we go. Just guarantee hits after hit after hit, and force them to chase after us to try and get a hit off. But given that we move fast enough, we shouldn't need to worry too much. We're just going to move here. They're forced to chase after us. Then we just move here. And then we can just fully combo him. There we go. Just to make sure. Polymorph back, so that way we can equip our actual amulet, and then we're basically good. But yeah, tick swarms, not the most fun to be dealing with, but hey, we have ways to overcome them, so that is the good thing about this. Now, if I could, I would certainly use AoE spells whenever I could against them, if it meant clearing them out completely, but sadly, we don't get that luxury in most cases. Hopefully I don't trigger this trap, but that's why I saved. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to be the case, so that's good. Okay, we're gonna 5 foot back. There we go. Nice. Cambion Bard's gonna do their damage shenanigans, but to no avail. We intimidate here. We succeeded on our Intimidate. The half-feed, you know, Guardian Minotaur is going to have a rough time. We're going to have an issue with summons, but, you know, I just need to get over there, and then we should be fine, as far as I'm concerned. So we should be good. Alright, let's just combo the ever-living hell out of this Guardian Minotaur, and then we just got to go for these guys. I'm not too worried about the Bard. I just need to focus on the Summoners more than anything. And once they're dealt with, we're good. And I do believe we have the movement to actually get over there, so that's good. Alright. Nice try. Alright, we're gonna move all the way over to here and attack this guy. There we go. They're gonna try and do their haste shenanigans, but to no avail. Well, it will certainly help them, but it's not going to help too much, to say the least. Yep. If we deal with one of the cultist conjurers, then we're basically golden. Alright, that's half of them. 5 foot, so that way we can get close to the conjurer here. And then we can deal with them, then we can deal with the bard, and then we're good. But of course, the dire wolves are going to be the most annoying threat here, so yeah. We'll just have to deal with the conjurers as soon as we can. There we go. Now it's just the bard. And yeah, he's going to be an easy target as far as I'm concerned. We'll move close enough for him to take the hit. Alright, we are going to intimidate. Alright, we succeed. We are going to make him a study target. Get forcibly close over to him. He's going to do his multiple attacks, but to no avail. As we just combo him to death. There we go. Get a nice little bundle of loot here. Here and there, nothing too crazy. Got a nice little chest here with some loot. A mithril heavy shield. Cool. And we will barge forward. Okay. Overall, a beneficial, you know, fight. Nothing too crazy. And here we are to... It feels like a mini-boss is going to happen here, so we're going to save here and get ready for the worst. I do suspect that we're going to be fighting a mini-boss of some nature here. We'll have to see how that pans out, but, you know, you never know. Yeah, no, we're not dealing with a mini-boss here, but, if we were in the, DLC, usually every 4... Yeah, no, okay, so it's not exactly what I was expecting, but, you know, it's close enough. Alright, let's mow down the Guardian Minotaur here. 5-foot step back, so that way he's forced to charge us. Which is arguably a little better, given the circumstances. Ow. Nice try, Treasure Plunderer. Alright, let's maul the Guardian Minotaur, there you go. Okay. We've got treasure hunting necromancers in the sides, which are going to be a bit annoying, but could be worse to be fair. I'll have to deal with them first, it seems, as opposed to dealing with the treasure hunter here. Or rather, not the treasure hunting necromancer, but the skeletons. But I'm going to have to deal with him first before I focus on Irwin here. Irwin's a little nasty individual, but we should be fine. Although, I guess I could deal with Irwin first. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really change the difference here. To my knowledge here, let's see. Let's actually see. Let's see. You are a neutral evil level 5 fighter barbarian. You're actually a really easy target. I guess I could easily just combo the ever-living shit out of him. Why not? Oh. Whoops. I did not full attack him, so I'm just going to focus on this treasure hunter, I guess. And then go for the full attack on the others and go from there. But I digress. Rambling, rambling, rambling. We'll be able to win this fight pretty easily. Yeah, these guys, even then, the skeletons are pretty weak, so... Not like they're going to do much, to my knowledge. Treasure Plunderer is trying to get in a hit, as expected. But the skeletons aren't going to reach far, so we'll live. Level 11 Sorcerer, that's about 11 rounds of skeleton summons. Nothing too crazy. Okay, we are going to 5-foot step away here. There we go. Alright. Little worried about the treasure hunter, but, you know, we'll manage. At most, he's going to make us shaken, I imagine, but I don't know. Well, yeah, no, I think he's going to try and fatigue us, yeah. As is expected. Thanks to that, we are now fatigued. We can't actually go over to him, so we'll have to focus on the treasure plunderer here. 5-foot step back, so that way the skeletons start merging forward with us. Okay, we should be able to combo his skeleton retinue rather easily. But we will see. At the very least, we need to deal with Irwin here. Ow. At least we're healing it back up, so that's good. Alright, we're gonna 5-foot here. And then we're gonna charge out to the caster, and then we're good. Yeah, you keep doing that bone shaker. That's honestly not that much damage, so we'll be fine. We're gonna move over to here specifically. Attack the necromancer. There we go. Now we're gonna take a bunch of hits from the skeletal champions, which is an issue, but it's not a big issue. Ow. Combo the ever-living hell out of him. There we go. 5-foot forward here. We'll live with the damage that we take. Yeah, there you go. We're actually fast healing out of it, so that's good. 5-foot here. There we go. Now it's just these two. And they'll be really easy to deal with as far as I'm aware, so that's good. Alright, sharpshooter's dealt with. Now we just wait for you. You nearly got 20. No avail, though. Alright, nice. Alright, let's grab those. We're given Boots of Elven Kind. That is always a good boost. That's going to give us a +5 to mobility. Iron Prayer gives us it's a +1 longsword, and it gains a... Alright, whenever this +1 cold iron longsword is used to attack a demon, it gains a +2 enhancement bonus for the attack roll, and deals an extra d10 of slashing damage on its hit. This is good if you're a longsword user, but not amazingly so, I would imagine. It's one of those early games things. If you got the Murky Grotto open to you, go here early. You're going to get a lot of experience, especially if you're, you know, trying to grind up like I am. Like, I mean, hey, we're doing quite well in experience gain. If I came here earlier, this would be a lot, you know, the game would have been a little easier on us, but again, the difficulty spike in here is pretty nasty, so only do it if you're confident you can actually fight through these enemies here. Because they can be really nasty if you're not too careful. I mean, hell, like, Barkskin's still, like, lasting for a minute. We're gonna have to rebuff here at this point. Which is expected, but I digress. Okay. Alright. Before I go any further, I should probably put some stuff in the treasure hunter stash. So 1 second. Alright, put all that in there. There we go. We're down to medium. We'll put basically all the armor in here for now. I can't really think of any good place to put it, so why not? We'll get all the armor later. It's fine. In fact, we'll just put everything here. Except for, of course, maybe this. There we go. And it's not like we need all of this, but we'll keep it all the same. There you go. That is light stuff, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, let's save here, and let's continue on our voyage. Alright, to the 3rd island, and then the 4th island comes here, I guess. And that'll be the last area that I've got to explore, as far as I'm aware. But we'll keep going until we're basically halted, essentially. Or at least that is what I'm going to be taking into account here. We're going to go until we're forced to stop. That is the intended goal here. Righty then. Let's do this. Alright, save here. Let's see. There was a, hopefully it loads. Oh, there we go. Alright, psychotic undertow. This is affected by a, magical undertow flowing beneath it. Whenever a creature of at least 3 levels in arcane or divine spellcasting casts a spell, it must make a will save. On a failed save, the creature becomes confused and goes into a rage similar to a barbarian rage for a minute. After the effect ends, the creature gains a +1 to will saves for 1 minute. Huh. That's concerning. So if you don't have a good will to resist the psychotic undertow, you're basically going to be in for a rough time. So very warrior-esque dungeon, to say the least. To be expected, though. Alright, but otherwise, we are dealing with, for the majority, giants for this one, it seems. So let's commit violence against them. As we do. Hopefully it loads, though. Goodness. Alright, Ash Giant Wreckers come in. Cambion Bards are nasty little sort, but, you know, we'll hopefully be able to overcome these guys with ease. Here we go. 5 foot here. Yeah, no, these guys are pretty easy. Intimidate here. And then we'll focus on the Ash Giant Wrecker, and then we'll clear him out, and then we should be good. There we go. Easy peasy. If it's a living target, we're going to be really good on it. Or at least if they are not vulnerable to... As long as we can sneak attack them and deal damage with the sneak attack, we're going to be fine. That's basically the go-to here. Alright. Grab those, and off we go. Alright, we got more skeletal champions. As is, you know, predicted, they're going to be a nuisance, but that's fine. I kind of predicted these guys are going to be annoying, but, eh, whatever. Alright. Here's what I'm probably going to do. I'm going to do this fight, and then I'm probably going to wrap it up. Because I've still got to stream another bit, after all, in like 30 minutes. So I'd like to take at least some time to prepare myself. I do want a break, after all. Never hurts to have a break during, you know, all these times, but I digress. Alright, Shouts fails miserably against us. 5 foot over here, there we go. Oh, right, we lost some of our buffs. Ah, well. It hasn't affected us too heavily, so I'm not even going to bother buffing. I will move over here to the Cambion Bard, though. Nice. It was the right choice to do so. Focus on the Skeletal Champion here a little bit. There we go. Well, I guess I could deal with the Cambion Bard. Why not? Cambion Bard's more annoying, to say the least. Alright, now for the Cambion Bard to go down. Done. Alright, grab everything here. Loot this. And we are met with a trap straight up there. That can be disabled over here. Perfect. Alright, we're going to save here. Disable this trap, and then we are going to wrap it up for today. Well, once this, you know, goes through its save process. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up here. So, we didn't manage to complete the Treasure Island and all that stuff, but, I mean, the place is going to be cleared out pretty quickly. We're almost reaching Chapter 4 anyways in Wrath of the Righteous, so we'll just keep going from there. What am I going to do for... Well, what am I going to do for next stream? I guess complete, of course, the Midnight Isles. Once the Midnight Isles is done, we should be able to just continue on with whatever else we want to do. I think we're mostly done all the tedium stuff, so it's not like it's a big deal if we rush it or not, but I digress. I'm rambling at this point. I should be good to go, but I digress. I am going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I will see you guys next stream. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.